I ordered this book. It was very instructional. It taught me a lot about flash fiction. It's a field guide to writing flash fiction, tips for editors, teachers, and writers in the field. A rose metal press. It's got chapters and stuff, but the chapters are organized around 10 sections. The first section is in defense of the exercise, and then the next one is contemporary and historical roots of flash fiction. Then finding freedom and feeling in the form. That was a good section, 2 chapters. Beginnings and ends. Then imaginary as inspiration. The next section is poetry versus prose. Taking tasks. Focusing and editing. That's a challenging chapter. I struggle with editing. It's where the drudgery comes in and the toil for creative writing for me. And then the future of flash fiction, and then a call to action. Two sections really jumped out at me in the book where I took a lot of notes and I highlighted a lot, and I have come back to it over and over. On page 10, it jumps into a section titled "Ice Melting on a Stove," and it's all about how to write quality flash fiction. And it says to have one clear goal, to trust the reader to fill in the gaps. Every word should bear weight. The imagery in the storytelling is important. There ought to be a sudden twist. There's an aspect of playing against expectations. Beginning in the middle of the storytelling, because you can't waste time. And then always the opportunity to apply unconventional strategies. That's on page 10 and 11, right off from the start. And then when I got further into the book on page 54 and 55, under the chapter titled Fireworks and Burnt Toast, gotta love that. It says that flash fiction ought to be about the flair. It's the flair that you want instead of the foundational stuff. And then she quotes Ernest Hemingway. And I hadn't known this before, but it turns out Ernest Hemingway wrote the shortest short story there is, a 6-word story. And for a 6-word story, it is very powerful. And what an example for flash fiction or microfiction, a 100-word story, a 50-word story. Here is a 6-word story. Hemingway's 6-word story is, quote, "For sale, semicolon, baby shoes, comma, never worn, period," end quote. There's your 6 words. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. That leaves you with feelings. It leaves you with questions. What a concentrated storytelling by 6 words. Really raises the bar for us. I look forward to playing with shorter and shorter stories. This is a good book for anybody interested in flash fiction. You should buy it and read it. I just barely touched on it.